It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. And the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
On play action, it's Carr.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. Down the left sideline.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. A huge play there right off the bat. 63 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
A.T. Perry.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now.
And deciding to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd and 8.
Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 53 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200+ right now.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
As they've got it as we resume action. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Carr. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw his Carr.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here comes the Saints punter now.
Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Prescott. That is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. To the sideline and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints again ready to go on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The pass caught by Olave, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Here's Carr to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Carr going to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Completes it to Perry.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Here's Carr.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Carr now to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Over the middle, complete. It's Perry, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
A.T. Perry
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Back to throw.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he's got some space here.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. To throw is Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now Carr. This one taken in by Olave. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the chains move again, and that's typical for Olave because he's been a consistent playmaker dating back to his days as a Buckeye, and that trend has only continued ever since he arrived in the NFL. Over 1,000 yards for the second straight season last year, and he's someone the Saints expect huge things from going forward.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Carr. He completes it to Olave. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Carr. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now 1st and goal. Here's Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry from 4 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Now Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Prescott.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
They go to Elliott again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 55 yards out. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines. But then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 1.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Going right back to Ferguson.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
13 yards down to the 13. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Carr.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing his car. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give him a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
Carr to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now here come the Cowboys. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Now Dak. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Prescott. That's complete to Lamb.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Third and 9 here. To throw, Prescott.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it.
But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. They face second down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. He's across midfield. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The man who traded green and gold for Viking purple, it's Aaron Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This pass deflected and caught. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And now it's fourth down.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. He's saying, man, I was in bounds. I was able to get both in.
Kevin O'Connell made the decision, and he will throw the red challenge flag. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Reichert. The kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing on the first play is Jones. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Second and 7. Shotgun now for Jones. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Jones. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, it's Jones. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Really nice job there by Grenard. And think back to last year, Mike. He's coming off a career high, 12.5 sacks in 2023. Now he decides to sign with the Vikings this offseason. He's hoping to take this defense to another level. And so far, it seems like this marriage is working out just fine.
That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Now Jones on the bootleg. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Throwing now is Jones. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Darnold to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Wow, how dangerous after the catch. That one goes for 27 yards in all. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold again. He'll get this complete to Trent Sherfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Darnold to throw again. Got a man. That's Sherfield. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain up.
And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. Throwing, Darnold. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain there of 17.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final moments of this 1st half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, he'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Jones going to hang on to it here, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
From the gun, it's Jones. That's to the rookie from LSU, Malik Neighbors. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Singletary now on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. To throw is Jones. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Nice catch here by Theo Johnson, the young rookie tight end, and I really like his upside. I think he's kind of a long, rangy guy. He's got a great catch radius, and he can really get vertical downfield. One of only 5 FBS tight ends last year, Mike, with 7+ touchdowns.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
It is 3rd and 10. Jones. That is caught. It's Robinson.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Jones. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've...
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are on top. It's 14-10. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Powell now to bring it back. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run here. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake to Jones. Now Darnold. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They'll stick to the ground. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. To throw again is Darnold. That is caught. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. Here we go. 1st and goal. Darnold to the air once more. It is brought in the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Vikings.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Tracy now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he will score. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And open downfield, it's Johnson. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. The final minute, 1st and 10. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the Vikings. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. The punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, has it teed up and ready to go. And here we go from Indy. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. That finds Ayuk, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31, brought in by Ayuk. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down, ball at the 36. From the gun is Purdy. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd and 8. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Fires over the middle, caught. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. To throw again, it's Purdy. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Left side secured by Ayuk. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. He'll get this to Samuel. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Purdy to throw it. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, he nearly reeled that in, as close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw it again. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw here from Richardson. On target to Downs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 44. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He still has room inside the 30. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. This was a clear passing down, Brock, and the run surprised all of us, and there it goes for a touchdown.
That's well said. Rewarded for going against the grain. Common sense analytics tell you throw it, but the surprise paid dividends.
That one right down the middle. And we're all tied up. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Motioning left is their running back. Purdy on first down. Quick hitter complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Man in motion, headed right. From the 47. Cut by Jennings. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down throw by Purdy. He's got it, room to run. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 24. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun is Purdy. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll have to be quick about anything they want to do here. We're just moments away from halftime. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. So that's halftime here in this one. The 49ers on the road, but currently with the lead. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us? Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 43. On target to his man Taylor. Breaks through, and he might break away. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run another option here, this time to the left. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
While the offense is looking for a possible touchdown, Kate, it's the defense that's stolen the mojo with that stop. This is how they teach you to defend the goal line.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has it in close. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights, and we're all knotted up. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's brought in by Jennings. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, But I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Purdy throwing here on first. That finds Ayuk complete. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
To throw again, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Samuel. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Purdy to throw it. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Jake Moody now in a high-pressure spot. This from 48 on the left hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Taylor now up the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 33. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the 49ers will go on offense. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Purdy throwing here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
One of the tight ends motioning left. 2nd and 6 now. He'll get this to Samuel. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's got 4 on the run. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Second and 6 coming up here. They stick with McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. It's a punt coming from the Niners on 4th down, and Mitch Wisnowski out to boot it away. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts ready to take the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing now. This one finds Taylor. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular when the back ended up being the target and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here he is to throw. He gets this one to Gould. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. To throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.